My wife said, baby, would you make me some breakfast? So hell yeah, I'm gonna make her some breakfast. I'm gonna make some fried eggs and bacon, just like I did yesterday morning. I'm gonna make some fried taters too. And this time, yeah, I'll show y'all how to fry the eggs. On my cutting board, I've got 4 eggs. I've got 2 nice sized russet potatoes. I got me a handful of nice uncured bacon. Got it all laid out here on this really nice cutting board that complements it. Bubba Duggar down in Conroe, Texas. Y'all look him up on the Facebook. Makes the finest damn cutting boards I've ever seen. Let me get stuff started. I'll show you how I do it. I'm going to start out laying my bacon in a cold cast iron skillet. I'm just going to get it laid in here cold, and the reason I do it in a cold cast iron skillet is because, well, who likes to get snapped by hot bacon grease? I know I damn sure don't. Get it laid in here real nice and neat. And then I'll turn the stove on. I've got my bacon laid into my cold cast iron skillet. I've turned my stove on to about medium. Maybe I'll do a little bit more than medium. I don't want to just fry the shit out of it. I want to cook it and cook it right. Let's dice up some taters. Before I start, I always run my knife on the steel just a little bit. So what I'm using here are some Cook's knives. And honestly, they're the shittiest fucking knives I've ever had. I'm fixing to buy me a new set of knives, because man, these ain't worth a damn. Anyway, now I leave the skin on, whether it's russet potatoes or red potatoes or yellow gold, it doesn't matter. I leave the skin on them. And I don't do a great big dice either. Man, I love this cutting board. Now you can see the size that I dice them. Anyway, that's how you cut them taters up. Got my bacon going real nice here. This is that Shiner Trails Inn beer. I'm going to tell you, it's got way too much chocolate in it. In fact, I'm just pouring it down the sink. I can't finish drinking it. Holy shit, that was nasty. I got the first batch of bacon out of the frying pan. You always got to test the bacon, man. Now, I decided I needed another batch up in there because, well, shit, this is good bacon. Second batch of bacon is done. Gonna take it out here, put it on my little paper plate with my napkin on it. You notice I didn't just fry the shit out of it. I like crispy bacon, but I don't like it burn up, you know. I drained my potatoes. No, I did not take them out and pat them dry. You're going to see creators on here that say, oh, you got to pat them dry. Oh, hell no. Just drain them, pile them off in that bacon grease, and you want to turn your grease pretty warm because those potatoes are going to cool it off. Kind of get them spread out even. Just like that. Get your salt. Yeah, my wife bought one of these fancy salt and pepper thingies. Ain't that neat? Put your salt on there. Put your pepper on there. I got to change the setting on that. I like more pepper than that. It needs to come out faster. Now, don't touch them for at least 5 to 7 minutes. Now, closer to 5 minutes. You're going to want to turn them, but turn them easy. You don't want to mush them up. I'm starting to get some color on these potatoes using a metal spatula in this cast iron. Very, very gently roll these potatoes over. Get them all good and stirred up. It's not going to take much longer. I don't know how much longer it's going to take, just a few minutes. Get them smoothed out here where they all get cooked nice and even. Just like that. That's the only time that I've had to stir these potatoes now. Potatoes are done. I turn the stove off. You see this spatula's got a slotted spatula. Pick these taters up, Same bowl that I had them soaking in water in. Let that grease kind of drain off of them there. Just like that. Grease is still good. It's the same grease I'm going to use to cook those eggs here in just a minute. When you get all those taters out, now I know I salted and peppered them before we started cooking, or right as soon as we started cooking, but you want to come back and you want to add a little bit more salt, a little bit more black pepper, just cracked black pepper. We'll put that on while they're still kind of wet from the grease. Now I don't know if you can see, but there's some smoke coming off of that grease. I've got the stove turned off, but I'm going to start my eggs with the stove turned completely off. Lay those eggs in there just like that. And I don't overcrowd my skillet with eggs. A lot of cooks on TikTok, they do. I don't. I'll do 3 at a time. At most. Lay them in there just like that. Wipe my little fingers off on my little towel. Right immediately, you want to come around those edges with your metal spatula and get those edges up. Just like that. Do it on all 3 of those eggs now. When you see your grease starting to cool off, that's when you turn your stove back on. Cooking with cast iron is a little different than cooking with traditional, or more modern, I should say, cookware, because cast iron holds heat better than anything else. I'm going to turn my stove back on to a little bit above medium. Get this egg moved around here. Just like that. Now, just start flopping that hot grease up on top of that egg, just like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to cook the whites. And you're going to leave the yolk pretty runny, which is the way I like them. You cook them however the hell you want to. But people ask me, said, can you please show me how to cook eggs? Because hell, my mama didn't even know how to cook an egg. So, turn it around, flop some of that grease over on this side. And that little jewel is done. These eggs are done. Now I've had a lot of people tell me, oh, you can't cook eggs in cast iron. They'll stick every time. If your cast iron is seasoned properly, those eggs will just slide around just like if they were in the best non-stick skillet. All right, let me take them out, set them on my paper plate. Yeah, I use paper plates. I use paper plates a lot because why do dishes? My wife already got her plate. I'm going to get me a big bunch of these taters because I like to shit out me some taters. And, well, I might as well just take all this bacon. I did not salt and pepper the eggs in the skillet. So I'm going to put me some salt and pepper on my eggs. Cut these eggs up. Now, although I did not turn them over, they are perfect over medium. Man, I can't cut them up fast enough. Hot dog, I'm hungry. Bacon fell off the plate. Give me a bite of these eggs. Get a potato in there. Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, that'll damn sure work. Hey, I hope y'all learned a little something. I hope you enjoy your day. Hey, I love all of you. I'll talk at you later.